Month 10 in the Eternal Calendar, Month 1, Day 14, 2023. While I was praying and asking for strength for us, the parents, who cry out and moan for our children, the Eternal gave me a quote, 2 Timothy 2 verses 24 to 26. Oh, beloved brothers, let us ask the Eternal with great prayer and urgency for his patience, love and wisdom. For only like this will we intercede for our loved ones in the correct way. By interceding in the correct way, we will rest in faith and trust in Jesus Christ, and we will not be prisoners of sadness and desperation, which is what characterizes those who do not trust neither believe in God. Do not argue with each other, for that is the technique of the evil one. Rather, then, let us fight the good fight of faith, trusting and acknowledging that only the Eternal has the power to touch hearts and change lives, of transforming the human being who with humility approaches him. Only he has the power to fight face to face against the wiles of the evil one. If he cries out, the sinner, to his Creator and Redeemer, it is easier to be saved than to lose himself, because the Eternal will not abandon those who seek him with a sincere heart. God never goes away from us. It is we who distance ourselves from him. The enemy fights to disqualify us from eternal salvation. That is his end. But he will not achieve it if with faith and perseverance we approach Prince Emmanuel and proclaim, or cry out, his name as head of our lives. Doubts, despair, conflicts and troubles do not come from above, from the real world of light and peace, love and hope. These feelings arrive and come from the evil one, who rejoices in our pain, suffering and despair. There is much to learn even in this short time about real hope, real happiness and real patience in Jesus Christ. Daisy Escalante, another thing to learn is that everything is in God's time. Even the perverse enemy of souls has to be governed by divine timing. To finite mortal beings, like us, it is difficult for us to understand this, but it is necessary to understand it, because only then will we rest in Christ and the enemy will have no power over us trying to consume us in his works and suffering. Sin is the most deadly virus and unequal ease of contagion among mortals. And the enemy knows it. Moreover, we have been warned of this. When a negative thought arrives, sadness, discouragement, anxiety, etc., we must realize and recognize that the enemy is there at our door. We must not let this affect us, and it will not affect us if we begin to discern and see, by faith, the things as what they really are. Being alone in nature, there, where the angels accompany us and where the Eternal can impress our minds and hearts with his great and wonderful truths, are the greatest and only refreshment before the stalkings of the enemy. Our opportune and small help is there, in pro for our help, always. It only remains for each one of us to accept it and live in it, fully confident. There is no greater joy and peace than this. This is true happiness. From it emanates, among you, the true love that suffers everything, expects everything, supports everything. That love is the one that never ceases to be. Moreover, the feigned love, of words, can know all science and could even know all the mysteries, but without the true love that joins the word with the true action, it is like a tinkling cymbal. The tinkling cymbal lacks virtue, wisdom, patience, and true agape love. This distorted love demands, orders, require, controls with sentimentality and, if he doesn't get it, he becomes a victim changing, like this, his tactic. After this, he is one step away from turning, from victim to punisher, running, like this, all facets to be ready to be ridden by the evil horseman who will lead him to the destruction of many, and of himself. Family problems are rooted in two areas, either they are all open or covered narcissist. Some seek God with all their hearts, and others are not interested in this. Some desire to fulfill the will of the Eternal, and others do not. Some want to do things their way, and others of theirs. In short, it is a war of powers that, inserted in the human being that allowed them, they manipulate him at their whim. If it is evil power, there will be resistance to good, and if it is power from above, there will be resistance to evil. Light and darkness cannot get along, and there has always been, and will always be, a struggle between them, until the end. So let us ask the Eternal God to scrutinize us, as he only knows how to do, and show us our real condition before it is too late. It is my request and prayer that it be so. May the Lord bless us.